Good morning and welcome to another episode of Good Life Radio. My name is Dr. Jake Tucker and I'm coming to you live from Good Life Studios here at Good Life Family Chiropractic. We're talking today about, can your food make you healthy? What makes you a healthy person? And in our office, we teach what are called the 5 essentials. And each of those is unique in that it allows all of us to deal with interferences to the thing that heals us. And the thing that heals us more than anything else is not what we eat. It's not the fitness that we do. It's not the detox protocols or supplements that we take. It's not even the chiropractic adjustment itself. It's not our mindset. What it is, the thing that heals our bodies is an innate intelligence that was placed inside all of us at conception. And so some of you may be saying, wait, Dr. Jake, you've taught me before that the food that I eat, the diet that I'm on, that can help me. It can help reduce my inflammation. And if I said it that way, I apologize, because no food has the power to heal you. And how I know that is if we take vegan food, raw vegan food, or we take paleo food, or we take ketogenic food, and we feed it to a corpse. Will any healing take place in that corpse? And the answer is absolutely not. The only thing that will bring that corpse back to life is if somehow we can take the living, breathing, thinking intelligence that's inside you and me that are listening to this right now and place that back into that corpse. That's how Christ raised Lazarus from the dead. That's how Jesus came back to life, is that intelligence was placed back into that body. And so the only way to get healthy is to make sure that that intelligence that's inside all of us, it expresses itself at 100%. And that's where the 5 essentials come in. That's where your thought patterns make such a difference. If you do not think you can be well, then you can't be well. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. If you think that you are by nature a sick person, then guess what? You are by nature a sick person. It doesn't matter what I say, because you think that way, that's the truth. And so we need to stop thinking that way. And then from a nervous system perspective, that's the pathway through which your body communicates that intelligence. For your heart to beat, for your lungs to breathe, for a cut on your leg to heal, that power, that intelligence has to come from the brain, down the spinal cord, out the nerves to every organ, cell, and tissue. We know that because if we cut that with scissors, you die, I die, we all die. It doesn't happen any other way. If we interfere with that, though, if all we do is we place the weight of a dime on that nerve root, weight of a dime on the spinal cord, weight of a dime on the brainstem, that's enough to disrupt that signal going through there by 60%. And that's where chiropractic comes in. We are not bone crackers. We are not joint manipulators. What we do is we look specifically for any interference in the body, remove it, and then allow the body to heal itself. We are not the healers. God's the healer. And God has blessed certain ones of us, certain chiropractors, with a specific ability to find that interference and remove it better than others. Yeah, and if you go to a chiropractor that all he does is he cracks your back and he expects you to feel better, you're at the wrong chiropractor. I'm sorry. So find one. And I have a great group of brothers and sisters in Max Living that are amazing servants. And I encourage you to jump on board with them, jump on mission with them, because we've got an incredible message. The third thing is nutrition. Nutrition is the building blocks that intelligence uses to recreate this living, loving, thinking clay. If you look at your heart, you look at your lungs, you look at every cell, tissue, and organ in your body, we get new ones every 5 to 10 years on average. And so you have to replenish that. When you work out, you're actually creating muscle tears in the muscles. And so you need nutrients to get in there. And depending on what nutrients or lack of nutrients you put into that system, you can either create health or you can create sickness and disease. If you put inflammatory ingredients in that system, your body creates inflammation. If you put anti-inflammatory ingredients in that system, your body, that intelligence, it decreases inflammation. And that inflammation, that's a good thing when it's used appropriately. And when your body decides to do it on its own, it is a good thing. If you sprain your ankle, it's supposed to swell up. That's your body bringing more nutrients to that area to create healing It increases pain receptors to tell you to keep off of it and to rest it. And then if you ignore that, or you take a medication to block those signals, or you take something to decrease the swelling, that's not a good thing, because it actually blocks the ability of the body to rest and heal that injured joint, to rest and heal that injury. If you cut your finger, it swells up, it bleeds, it's leaking any of the excess invaders out of there, bringing nutrients to the tip of your finger to allow it to heal. And so that's the role that nutrition plays, is it gives you the building blocks there. And you can interfere in that healing process by not giving it the nutrients it needs, but absolutely. And then the fourth thing is that fitness, that movement. Movement is life. We know this. There have been Nobel Prizes awarded for the information that we learned about how just moving the joints of the spine is a vital part of the process of creating ATP production for use in the brain. If you stop moving a joint, your brain stops firing as efficiently. If you stop moving a joint, your brain stops thinking as efficiently. And so if you want to decrease stress, start moving more. And this is really where fitness gets everything. We are designed for movement. Our nervous system, that intelligence inside of us, thrives off of movement. And yet, as Americans, we sit and we suffer through so much lack of movement. We sit on an average 6 hours a day, usually in front of our computers. And so we can use these tools for good, or we can use these tools to the detriment of our health. And so I encourage you strongly, get up and move. Even if it's just 15 minutes once a day, just do something. If it's yoga, if it's just stretching, just do something, start moving. And then we need to detox, because toxins can come in and they can wreck the ability of that intelligence to express itself by creating limitations of matter. If you take a poison in and it starts to destroy a nerve, then that intelligence cannot be expressed through that nerve anymore. If you destroy a muscle, you cannot move that muscle anymore. If you destroy the skin on that hand, that the tissues underneath that skin are now fully exposed and can be destroyed much more easily. And so we need to remove these things from our environment. And that's why detoxification is so vital. And the number one form of detoxification is through sweat. We have to sweat. Number two is everything that comes out of our colon. And so all of these things, they play a huge role in how your body heals and interfering with how your body heals. And so let me encourage you right now, if you are missing any one of those essentials, start there. Start with the essential you're missing. If you don't have a chiropractor, go to a chiropractor and find a good one. Don't just go to the cheapest one. You get what you pay for. You get what you pay for with nutrition. If you're buying cheap, greasy food, you're going to become a cheap, greasy dude. If you're not exercising, start with something. Start walking. Start doing some air squats. Just start doing wall push-ups, anything to get the blood flowing in your body. Just stretch in the morning, reach up and touch the sky, reach down, touch your toes. And if it hurts, that tells you that there's a problem, then you need to see a professional about that. And I recommend starting with a chiropractor. Start with someone that's trained to find the cause and not just cover up your symptoms to help you feel better. The goal of health is never to help you feel better. The goal of health, and really what health is, as defined by the World Health Organizations and health organizations around the world. Health is not how you look. Health is not how you feel. Health is not even just the absence of disease. Health is 100% optimal function and healing. And when you recognize that life is just health expressed on a continuum from 100% to 0%, symptoms don't even show up until about 60%. And so you've lost 40% function before you feel it. And if you wait until you feel it and you take the top 2 killers in the United States, heart disease and cancer, you've already had those diseases for 20 years in your body before you feel the symptoms of those diseases. And so it's absolutely vital that we get in before that. We get in and we look at where that function is coming from. And that, my friends, comes from your nervous system. That is 100% from your nervous system. And the only person trained in how to fully evaluate if there's interference in the nerve pathway from the brain to the body, expressing itself as life, is a principled chiropractor. specifically a structural correction chiropractor, because I look at things on x-rays that most people don't even see when they look at an x-ray. Most people are looking for breaks. Most people are looking for tumors. Most people are looking for severe displacements that are life-threatening. What I'm looking for is any misalignment that'll disrupt the expression of life through your nervous system by even just the smallest amount. We're looking for any compromise there. And of course, the significant ones matter more. But it starts at the brainstem. The brainstem controls everything. Then we check the spinal cord, and then we check the nerve roots. And if there's any pressure or damage there, we take an x-ray, and that x-ray tells us exactly what we need. And so if you have friends or family that haven't received an evaluation, talk to me. Talk to the chiropractor that you see about setting up that appointment for them, because they may be missing out on the big idea that health does not come from a pill. Health is not how you feel. Health comes from above, down, inside, and out. And that's my word for you today. Everybody have a great day. Have an amazing week. I will see you guys next week at the same time. Have a good one.